Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
This is a private area, sir.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle.
Please wait. Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle.
Uh-huh.
Command, I just heard something. I don't know. I'm gonna go check it
Ah.
Watch it! He's firing back at us! Tango is lost! Move! Find him! Target lost! Target lost! Requesting assistance, we got...
You have no access here, sir. That's just the way it is.
A great crisis has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution to handle absolute discretion.
I have yet.
Do as you wish. However, I expect a result in a timely fashion. Fernsby will take over from here.
I'm Mr. Fernsby of the Butler. I will try to assist you as best I can. Where would you like to start your investigation, sir?
Where's the family? I like to prime the suspects a bit.
Madam Carlyle's family members are all on this floor. Maybe start in the sitting room. If you'll follow me, this way. Priming, you say? That sounds interesting.
It's like planting seeds.
Do you wish to plant any such? Before I do it.
They bear. You are wrong.
That is true.
But he was such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all. Rosie.
Unusual.
So 41 games. There's still a lot to see to. We're in good time.
Zachary found dead upstairs
Hello?
today.
Is anyone
Death
there?
everywhere.
Who made that sound?
I never thought of it that way. Oh, God. It's such a big responsibility having a baby.
You heard it. Check it out.
Got it.
How are things coming along? Is everything ready for tomorrow?
Comforter or not? You think tomorrow? Last thing I need.
I remember how it was with the first one. The ones that come after certainly are a lot less of a worry.
She just makes me so angry.
What is it now?
She turned up and demanded to be put up in Madame Carlyle's bedroom. We're the new heads of the family after all. It is only fitting, she said. Gregory was... So soon was just a bit steep, I suppose.
And her son Patrick is just as bad.
Quite the detective. Well done. Tell me what else that mastermind of yours has figured out.
I would rather know if your shocking behavior serves other, more sinister purposes than self-amusement.
Intriguing.
Often reveal a deep and festering boredom, sometimes resulting in risky behavior, private challenges, murder, perhaps. Ha!
I like you.
A work of art.
Did you talk to Mother?
I haven't had the pleasure.
She just clams up when I try to get an explanation. Not even an apology. I mean, believing on Mr. Head is not exactly how I'd like to spend I mean, she really tops her usual icy self. Do you realise how much I've had to deal with?
Hold your cock up. The first losing happens in
Gregory Carlyle?
Quite the detective. Well done. Tell me what else that mastermind of yours.
I would rather know if your shocking behavior serves other, more
Go see what the hell that was.
No problem.
I would rather know if your
Nothing.
Right.
I would rather know if your shocking behavior serves other, more sinister purposes than self-amusement.
Intriguing. Go on.
Blusterous personas like yours often reveal a deep and festering boredom, sometimes resulting in risky behavior, private challenges. Ha!
What was that? Hello? Someone there? Hello? Oh.
What was that noise?
If you're dressed like a Detective 47, you might as well act the detective. I suggest you go talk to the butler.
Talk to my...
Mr. Whitmer,
How
are
are
you
you
ready
today,
to
sir?
inspect the crime scene now?
I am.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them.
Please stay
if
back.
they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. Zachary was shopping for New Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Looking good today, sir.
Hey, Rebecca, do you see this about old Wampy? He used to fancy. Good, isn't it? Maybe you can get an exclusive.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Sir.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
That American lawyer in the small office, did you check his travel documents?
I did, sir. It all checked out.
Stay away from me, sir. You could get hurt.
You could be a model, you know.
Right.
I have a friend who's... You should come and stay at my place in London. We can have her come over. Give you some tips.
I'm quite happy here, thanks. Sorry, but I think I...
Yeah, I
Right.
should let you go.
Keep your distance, sir.
Hello there, sir.
Hello, sir.
I'm talking about that weasel off.
I don't know who you are, and frankly, I don't give a shit. I'm not letting you through here. This area has been declared a restricted area. That's it. 1 foot in front of the other.
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
Is the portrait photographer?
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office. I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
What he stole from me.
So far, it looks like we can't. All the transfers of funds and privileges I've been through have been bulletproof. He intercepted the arrangements our office worked years to put in place.
That's why. Don Yates should be here. He made the arrangements. He should bloody well be the one to clean up this whole mess. Kill the messenger, Alexa. Please, continue your efforts, Mr. Ford.
Greetings, sir.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all? Not very thorough.
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Got to be kidding. No power, no fortune.
Oh, Madame Carlyle will be furious.
So, Madame Carlyle wants a picture taken. If you were to assist with the missing fuse, I'm sure the portrait would be one for the ages.
Expect the family photos to be done any moment now.
Fine. Need this shoot to happen, okay? And I need it to be perfect. Can't we just take him? Fuse from another fuse box?
I guess we could do that.
Good. I'll finish setting up.
Right, let's get started. I want to keep this short. I know you have a lot of questions. Some I will answer now. The rest will have to wait. First,
Patrick Carlisle,
death is a great
can you
tragedy,
tell me where you
but
were
also a
yesterday
great
evening?
inconvenience, as it happens
Shit,
just
it's
now.
that sneaky
I'm
butler,
dealing
isn't
with the
it? He
situation
ratted me
in a
out. Don't tell
discreet
Mother,
and
okay?
efficient way, and I
She's
expect
really
your
tense these days,
cooperation
and the
in
last
all
thing I need
related
is more
matters.
hassle.
Secondly,
I took that pretty
the
blonde,
arranged funeral event
Rosie,
tomorrow
for an evening
will take place
stroll.
as planned.
I mean, how the
No
fuck am I
one
expected to
can
cope
know
for an
that I
entire
am
weekend
still
in this
alive.
shithole? I'm bored
I
out of my
expect you all
mind.
to act
So,
your part.
is that
What did you
Plus,
think of Zachary?
as you all
creepy
know,
as hell?
I have a lot
No
on my plate
ambition.
and need to focus
Imagine
on sorting
deciding to
everything
live
out,
in
so
a museum.
Please do
You
not
know, Father
disturb me
says
with your
Zachary
petty
and Alexia used to be
concerns.
two of a kind.
You are
He had
all
a great
adults,
future ahead
and
of
as
him.
part
Then
of the
suddenly,
elite,
he just
you
gave up
will
everything.
eventually have to deal
What
with
an
difficult
idiot.
situations like this.
Thank God Daddy chose looks and
It
brains
comes
over
late
pedigree
for
when he
most of
married
you,
Mummy.
but this is a
I don't
chance
have
for
to
you to
worry
show
about
what
the
you are
inbreeding
made
so
of.
customary in these
That
circles.
will be
If that's
all.
all I...
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary tops himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby.
What next?
I don't like him.
Old bag's
He could
got
have done
style. Show what you're made of. Edward, this is your chance.
Oh, God. I have to finish that eulogy.
Rebecca Carlisle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitman?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
Be quiet, Gregory.
It shows you're only human, after all.
I never would have guessed.
That's a little too close.
Professor Edward Carlisle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can...
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. Wow. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff are all the company he had. If that's all?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
You always led by example rather than by words and meaningless gestures. Like hugs and encouragement. Right. I clearly remember when I was 5, I climbed a tree and could not make my way down. I was scared and called out for help. Of all people, you heard me, and when you saw me, you climbed the tree. I was relieved that help had finally arrived. But you went down immediately and said, when a grown-up can do it, so can you, Edward.
Phil, did you find out if the phone was notarized?
But how the hell did that happen? No? We says he got it notarized the very same day.
Well, this is awkward.
Right, listen. You go to their office and ask for Shep. I want to see the records. Don't take no for an answer. And call me as soon as you've got them. Thanks, Phil.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Yes, blah blah, due diligence, and almost unnatural ability to focus. I remember when I was 7 and the police came to tell us that father had died in a car accident. Took in the information and then asked us all to wait because you had an important call you'd need. Did all the groceries arrive? I heard some of the delivery people.
Yes, I lost father that day.
so many old
You smell nice, but this is still too close.
Startled me.
I
I
don't
was just...
believe for a second Zachary.
Most of his life in here with these plants. Not much of a life, is it? He was upset for leaving his sister outside. If
Gregory and Emma taking over. Except that
First chance she got.
now we'll never know.
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled, 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning. Emma Carlyle in the greenhouse. How curious.
Emma Carlyle.
Oh! You startled me. I was just, I don't know, thinking about Zachary. He spent most of his life in here with these plants. Not much of a life, is it? Well, anyway, I'll be outside if you need me. If you'd excuse me.
Hello, sir.
Such a bunch of old junk. 100 years old at least. I don't know how the Brits can stand it.
I suppose you'll need a new name for your afterlife. How about
Osman Rich.
or was it the brave one? Your family affair. Sit down. A toast to my mother, the living dead. Come have a drink with me.
You like what you're looking at? Get out my face, civvy.
That American lawyer in the small office, did you check his travel documents?
I did, sir. It all checked out.
What? Hey, someone there?
Good.
Hello, sir.
Really? Hey, you break it, you buy it.
That's Madame Carlyle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards. This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlyle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47.
Mr. Bravomo? Sorry, not on my list. Please leave.
Sir.
How are you?
Forget his eyes. So swollen. I've never seen a dead body before.
He must have been awful. Do you think it was a... Okay, excuse me, sir. I think you dropped something. It must have been awful. Do you think it was a suicide?
So, why else would she have asked that detective to come here?
Was there blood?
No, not that I saw.
flight.
Hello, sir.
Please stay back. Just want to keep Madame Carla.
Hello, this is Cassandra Cox, Edward's ex-wife. I don't know what's going on at your house, but Edward is losing it again. He seems to believe that Alexa has come back from the... dead, and that he has to write the eulogy for some make-believe funeral event. I still have the restraining order on him, so whoever gets this message now that Alexa is dead better get him under control. Otherwise, I see no other way than to get the police involved.
A make-believe funeral, a murder mystery. Oh, all too much.
Don't worry, I'm sure everything will settle down soon.
A safe in Madame Carla's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
Yeah, hey, bro.
Didn't you say something about a
Greetings, sir.
Just keep calm. Within the last week.
Not that I know of, no.
Jeez. We might have a possible disturbance. I'm moving to investigate. We'll keep you posted. Oh, yeah,
How are you?
Peculiar icons above the safe. I wonder if they might be some sort of a code. Maybe have a look around the office, 47. Mission complete. Well done, 47.
.47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
Don't respond, just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now?
Over here! Cover me!
Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't.
Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.